Black Sabbath, who from the 1960s have been instrumental in turning countless of thousands of youth towards Satanism, did not leave any mystery as to whom they were serving when they titled one of their albums, "We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll." Black Sabbath was named after a satanic being that appeared to bass player Geezer Butler after he had already painted his house black and adorned it with upside-down crosses and depictions of Satan. This satanic being that appeared at the foot of Butler's bed is considered the fifth mystical member of Black Sabbath, who gave them the material for their first 3 albums.
We've always, within the band, said there is a fifth member, a mystical member, yeah. We've always said there's something looking over us.
And the only way that I can describe that, probably in its the best way for me, is that when we were playing our first songs together, and especially our first the first 3 albums, for instance, we would literally show up in a room, and it was almost as if the songs were already written. Black shape, where eyes on fire. Telling people their desire, Satan sending me smiling.
Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden, one of heavy metal's most popular bands, admitted, quote, "We've referred to things in our music like the tarot and ideas of people like Aleister Crowley. Iron Maiden sings about such Crowleyan themes as human sacrifice." Crowley taught, but the bloody sacrifice, though more dangerous, is more efficacious, and for nearly all purposes, human sacrifice is best. Led Zeppelin's leader, Jimmy Page, is also a fanatic follower of Aleister Crowley and his teachings. Page, who boasted hundreds of millions of fans, slipped in Crowley's satanic message, "Do What Thou Wilt," on their 3rd album on the run-out Matrix. Jim Morrison, frontman of the biggest American rock band of the 1960s, is yet another Satanist who was influenced by the teachings of Aleister Crowley. Here we see Jim Morrison on the front cover of the Doors album 13 over a bust of Aleister Crowley. Morrison echoed Crowley's teaching of "Do What Thou Wilt," declaring, quote, "There are no rules." Morrison stated, "I'm interested in anything about revolt, disorder, chaos, especially activity that has no meaning." Ray Manzarek, the Doors keyboard player, points out that Jim Morrison was a shaman.
Jim's contribution to music was that Jim was real. Jim was real on stage. Jim was real when he wrote his songs, when he sang his songs in the studio. He was not a performer. He was not an entertainer. He was not a showman. He was a shaman. He was possessed, man. He was possessed, man. Possessed.
I let my cheeks lie down.
AC/DC guitarist Angus Young is also admitted to being possessed. He points out that the spirit manifests while he's performing on stage. He says, quote, "By the time we're halfway through the first number, someone else is steering me. I'm just along for the ride. I become possessed when I get on stage." The rock band Queen sings about Beelzebub, a biblical name for Satan, setting a demon aside for them. Bon Jovi has admitted, "I'd kill my mother for rock and roll. I would sell my soul." In fact, Bon Jovi states, quote, "When I was a boy, the devil took me by the hand, took me from my home. I'm going down, down, down." Anton LaVey admitted that, quote, "We, speaking of the Church of Satan, have had contact with a lot of people over the years." He went on to say that, quote, "David Lee Roth, who was formerly of Van Halen, recorded an album named Yankee Rose, which was the last word in the Satanic Bible." Heavy metal's most popular group, Metallica, and a copy of Motorhead's Prince make it clear as just to whom they have given their souls. Kurt Cobain, who was the front man of Nirvana before committing suicide, was Rolling Stone's Artist for the Decade in the 1990s. Kurt Cobain desecrated churches by scrawling graffiti like "God is gay" on the walls. Just before Cobain made it big, he admitted his aspirations in declaring, quote, "I will get stoned and worship Satan."
Said this about Freemasonry in this very book. He says that Freemasonry is based almost totally on the Kabbalah.
Yes.
Jewish magic.
Yes.
And many Jewish rabbis have admitted this, and they say that in all of the rituals of Freemasonry, you will find the Kabbalah. Madonna may have got into it because she likes the magic. She thinks she can get miracles from it.
Right.
She can enhance her power.
Well, she raised to the top.
Yeah, she has raised to the top by worshiping, I think, nothing but Lucifer.
Yeah.
That kiss.
The kiss.
Because in all of the Kabbalistic secret society rituals, they are based on a foundation of tantra or sexual ritual.
I'm not Jewish, and nor have I converted to Judaism. I think I'm connecting to something that predates religion.